Hello everybody, it's Jake here from Simracing Enthusiast Reviews channel. So what do we have here? It's a very hot topic because this is a Moza R5 bundle pack. So we have a steering wheel, we have a direct drive base, and we have pedals. And also we have a table clamp. Yeah, but about this later. Let's start with the steering wheel. Steering wheel is made out of aluminum and leather. It's quite small. It's not very big, and it's pretty light. But yeah, keep in mind that this is very, maybe not very. It's quite weak direct drive base. It has 5.5 Newton meters, and it has to deal with this thing. So the lighter this thing is, the easier it is for the direct drive base to provide the details for you. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a lot of buttons. They are not very good, but they are enough. For the price you pay, they are absolutely perfect, and you can direct through the menu with this D-pad, something like that. It's very similar to to the console steering wheel style. It's working fine. It has nice click. It's not as hard to press it, but again, this is enough. This is a budget option. Okay, but this has one of the greatest quick releases I've ever touched. Let's see. Oh, I really like to do it. You have to find 4 dots here, 4 balls, and put it in holes. Okay. Yeah, we have the release. It's working fine. I really love how it works. So let's try the shifters. They are not magnetic. What's the difference? They are quite soft. They are quite soft. But you can hear the click. You can feel the click. So it's not that far off from the feeling I have with my magnetic shifters. I like them. Again, I think this is enough for the price you're paying. I would expect bigger price cuts here, bigger quality cuts, shortcuts with the quality, but no, they've done a quite good job with the steering wheel. Now let's talk a bit about the base. It doesn't have any active cooling solution. It's cooled only passively, but I've been using this a lot, and it became warm, quite warm, close to hot, but it was never too hot for me to consider, oh my, I've done something wrong. Of course, keep in mind that you have to always watch your clipping point. If you are not using the force feedback above the point that your base can deliver. So yeah, in iRacing you can see the force feedback meter. If it goes to the red, you are clipping. So it means that after this point of clip, you don't have any additional information about what's happening with your car, with your steering. So I wouldn't go on the limit so often. Of course, it's nice to have a lot of feeling, but you don't need to go all the way up to the 5.5 Newton meters in every corner. So yeah, I think we can talk about base later. Let's go to maybe the weakest point of this bundle, to the pedals. They come like this, and for me, I had to change the position. You can unscrew those 4 balls here and just move them and screw it again. And let me show you one thing. This is throttle. This is brake. Yeah, there is a difference. The difference is very tiny. It's very slight, and I really wouldn't consider buying this bundle without the brake performance kit. I will do an additional video with showing you how it changes the feel and how you can implement it with your bare hands. But yeah, again, let's talk about the quality of the build. It's made out of aluminum. It doesn't have any shakes, any movement you wouldn't expect it to be doing. I really like how you can feel them when you have installed them on the rig. But now here is another very hard topic. I was struggling with connecting them, with plugging them to my base plate, because let me show you what you have here. Here are amazing rubber plates. This is meant to be on the floor, not on the rig. That's what I felt. And I had to plug it with very huge screws here to my plate, because those two holes were my only option. So yeah. Oh, sorry. Another thing, when you want to plug it into your PC, you have to use this place here. It's not very good position, because when I've plugged it into my rig for the first time when I installed it, I was struggling with the cable, so I had to move the pedal more to the center, so just to make a space for the cable. And I don't like the cable to be around the pedal, so I would move it to the back here. Most pedals I've used have their connection rather in the back of the pedal set. But yeah, what can I say? This is a budget option, so they have surprised me, because I would expect something worse. It's not that bad if you do the modification to the brake pedal. Then it's quite good then. But let's now talk about how you feel this bundle when you have it already on your rig, when you are driving it. For me, this is very interesting, because I plugged it, I tried it on the iRacing for the first time, and it was okay-ish. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't good. It was just mediocre. But when I switched the simulator to Assetto Corsa Competizione, I felt like, oh, something has changed. Something is different. And I felt like this base had a new life when brought to the Assetto Corsa Competizione. I went even further. I installed Assetto Corsa, the original one, the one that you can make additional tracks and download a lot of cars. You can mod it to your liking. And this base felt amazing in the simulator. So Assetto Corsa was absolutely gorgeous. And in Assetto Corsa, I didn't feel like 5 Newton meters is not enough. It was great. It was absolutely stunning, except the corners, the very long, fast corners where you very quickly reach the limit of the base when you are already on the 5.5 Newton meters, and you know that something is changing in the car, that you get a tiny oversteer, understeer, and you don't get that information if you are already clipped, because the information is too high and you don't get the feeling. But yeah, you can try to minimize it. You can try to go below the clipping point. But yeah, again, this is direct drive. It's always fun to drive direct drive base. If you are aiming to be as fast as possible, I don't think you would aim for this setup, for this bundle. I think you would go with Simukube or the Leo Bodnar, or something as high end as you would be able to buy. But this is the entry point. So when I was driving it, in Assetto Corsa, I felt like, ha, oh my, I'm having fun. I'm really having fun. And because I wasn't aiming to be perfect, to be very quick. I was just focused on having a great time. And this made me realize that this bundle is not aimed for me. I'm not the customer for this set. The the perfect customer is somebody who's willing to have fun driving. Somebody who is, after a very long day of work, trying to do a few laps and have fun with it. And if you want to drive on weekends only, this is perfect. So, like 1 hour on a weekend, it's perfect. If my wife would like to buy a rig for her, of course, I would recommend this thing because this is not as fast as raw that it could break her fingers. It's it's very nice and feeling in texture. I wouldn't say it's a bad option for somebody who is an enthusiast. It's not a good option for somebody who's, trying to be as fast as possible. But again, there are a lot of fast people out there driving G25, yeah, G27, and they are quick as hell because it doesn't matter what gear you use, in the skill matters. But the gear matters if you want to understand what's happening with the car. And let's talk about the software because this Moza ecosystem comes with a great software where you can see what you have already plugged in and you can change every parameter of it. You can change of course, the maximum brake force. You can change the steering angle. You can change, the road texture you want to feel. There is a mixed feeling inside of it that usually when I try to feel what each of them is changing in the steering, in the sensation, I wasn't very convinced. So basically, I turned everything off and put it on 100% of the force and left it that way, and it was okay. But you can find amazing presets. There are presets for each simulator, for each type of a car. There is a drift, there is a Formula cars, GT. It was surprising for me that, oh my, it comes with so many presets. So yeah, again, this is aiming for the big market, for a lot of people that don't want to, to struggle with the hardware or the software. One unfortunate thing is that it doesn't have the compatibility with PlayStation or Xbox, but probably, hopefully, it will come with the time. As always, time will tell. But yeah, guys, I think this is an amazing option, not for me, but for my wife, for my son, for somebody who is not, committed to be as fast as possible, who is willing to have fun during driving and doesn't have to deal with, a lot of brutal forces. So let's go to the comments below and let's share our opinions. Have you bought it? Do you regret it? Or are you having amazing time with it? Hit the like button, subscribe, of course, and yeah, I'm happy that I have made a video about this product because this is changing the market. Of course, Fanatec was first with its direct drive base, but again, the more we have producers on the market, the better the quality. So yeah, I think the direct drive is going to be the entry door right now for the sim racing. Guys, what do you think about it? Share your thoughts with me and see you on the next ones. Bye.